Welcome to the first match of the round of 16 for the MANIA 4K World Cup for 2022. I'm Siloas Kaels, and joining me is going to be Potassium F. How are you doing today?
Hello everyone, I'm so excited right now for this match. This is going to be the first match we're seeing of round of 16 and it is an absolute banger. Thailand versus Indonesia, two of the really high seeded, some of the most impressive teams that we've seen so far, and their scores, if you look at it from the qualifiers and the round of 32, it is, I have no idea who's going to win this one.
I agree, and let's not forget, Thailand as a team has really been consistent since the previous years, and Indonesia, I think, has been as well. And if I were to choose a team between these two on who's gonna win, I do not know. I really don't know who's gonna take it.
I am not bold enough to make a prediction here. We are going to see some interesting picks, I think, between these two. Thailand, of course, being one of the strongest LN teams in the entire tournament. Indonesia, I feel like, are a little bit better in those Rice sides, so I feel like we're going to get a little bit of a Rice versus LN pick, but at the same time, both of the teams are so strong that I don't think any of the picks are really that clear-cut, except for maybe the SV. I feel like Thailand definitely has a bit of an SV advantage, so if Indonesia gets the first ban, they are going to be banning me and you as expected.
So, with what you said, I will agree with all that you said, especially with the Rice versus the LN thing. But what about the hybrids? That's a big question. I don't know the answer to.
So that's the spicy thing, right? Like, even if we think, okay, maybe Indonesia has a bit of an advantage on some of these Rice, even if maybe Thailand has some of the advantage on the LNs, hybrids are going to be close. Hybrids are going to be really close. And banning double helix is going to be from Thailand's side. This is what I would regard as one of the more physically intense of the Rice pool. But it's not going to be the speed map that Thailand ban.
I mean, if Thailand can play speed, I do think Banan and Miko Aimbot are good enough at speed, and how to play LN is definitely no slouch in there. So I'm not surprised if they're not going to ban speed, but if they choke a lot in a map like Double Helix, then I can see why that's what they went for. As for Indonesia banning SV, makes sense, because Indonesia performed not the best in SV, and Thailand did considerably better. And now we'll be having Sludge as the first pick. What do you think of this? I think it's a good pick, actually.
I kind of expected Thailand maybe to go for the SV, but I think this was definitely the one that I would expect to come out, other than the SV for Thailand. This is kind of plays so well into Miku Aimbot in particular. That skill set there for Thailand with these LN releases, the accuracy coming in for a map like Sludge is going to be huge.
I'm actually a little worried because this map is pretty choke heavy. Playing the map. You can agree with that, David?
Yeah, absolutely. There's even though it is kind of a lot of the focus, you'll see some of these tricky release timings and all that. It has quite a large amount of coordination and reading even involved in it. It's surprisingly hard to even hit the notes sometimes with how wacky the coordination and reading is. Yeah,
wacky is the right word. I mean, you can already listen to it and feel like, wow, there's a lot of changes. There's just a lot going on in here, and I can see why that's the case.
Yeah, so I definitely a good pick here, good first pick here for Thailand, but Indonesia, even though we say Thailand are so good at LN, like Miku Aimbot being one of the best LN players here, Indonesia have been really good at LN as well.
Yeah, Adiza coming in though, that's I was not aware at who the third player of Indonesia would be for LN, but I guess Adiza would make a decent third LN choice given that.
Yeah, Adiza's been playing quite well in all the picks that I've seen them in so far. Of course, Ray being one of the staple players for Indonesia, onto Bekasi being that LN player that they usually sub in here. And here we go, bit of a intro
Yeah, Anta Bekasi, really one of the best Indonesian LN players, and so are Miko Aimbot and Banan. How to play LN has been well known already for a very long time. But here we go. The start is really close. What are these accuracies to start? Anta Bekasi at 99.7 is the lowest right now, and that is so scary to say.
Yeah, these are some really high accuracies. It looks like Thailand is starting to get a bit of an advantage. Miku Aimbot towering over everyone right now, 99.92. Dropping a little bit, but Indonesia's dropping a little bit more. Adiza now dropping below 99.8. Anta Bekasi dropping below 99.7 there.
This part can kill your accuracy at times, and it does look like Banan has gotten lower than the 99.6, but two players from Indonesia are as well, and that's what's giving Thailand the lead.
Yeah, Ray dropping all the way down, 99.55. Banan is still the lowest player on Thailand, 99.7 still. And of course, we still have Miku Aimbot hovering 99.88.
Yeah, these accuracies. Oh, I believe how to play LN drop at 200. That it's not gonna be too much though, because Indonesia overall is still trying to catch up. Banan's act really has to increase if Thailand wants to keep the lead safely.
Oh, but that's a miss. That's a miss from Banan. And I think that's going to be enough for Indonesia to take.
I think it will be enough.
Lead, I think, is still slightly in Thailand's favor, actually.
It's slightly, but the time is running out. Time is running out. Banana's at the 400 combo cap, so I think that should not matter too much.
Thailand still have the lead, just barely. Miku Aimbot's accuracy is good enough to offset an entire miss from Banan.
Oh man, that was a scary first pick, but it does look like Thailand is gonna take it by 3,000 points.
God, this is like 2,000 more like. And oh, that one miss, but oh, look at that. Look at Miku Aimbot's score. Double S, score V1 double S, and that's an incredible ratio, oh my god. 1 to 15? I want to. That's 1 to 15. Wow.
Yeah, 1 to 15 indeed. The fact that the worst ratio is like 432 to 1033, that says a lot at how good everyone is right
1
now.
1 to 5, yeah. Like the worst AC is still good enough for a 989 on a map like Sludge is pretty insane. It just goes to show how close these teams are in skill, but the accuracy making the difference for Thailand ends up working, even with the little bit of a scare they had.
I will not be surprised for Indonesia to go for a rice map that they feel very comfortable at. So I do think Set the World on Fire would make a lot of sense, or something like Streaming Heart.
We saw Indonesia last time on the speed jump stream pick. Ikanai Borderline. Indonesia got the best score on that, more than any other team in the tournament. That was an incredible team score, so if they feel comfortable with that fast jump stream, I could definitely see something like, as you said, Set the World on Fire or Streaming Hard coming out. Rationalist! Oh, okay.
Oh.
I didn't expect this one.
This
We're getting
pick is... You know, this pick really scares me for two reasons. Number one, this map has a lot of mini-jacks, and that pattern can really be chokeable. And number two, we're at the very start of the match, and usually this is when players get really nervous. And if you're very shaky at the start, you might want to avoid maps that can be choke heavy. But I guess the risk is also probably guessing if the other team is also going to choke.
Yeah, like now that you mention it, at this point, the nerves could still be higher from Thailand. We did see a miss coming in from Thailand just before, so maybe Indonesia kind of reading into that, maybe thinking that Thailand might be prone to choking here at the start of the map, of the match, that is. And yeah, this is so many mini jacks throughout this map, and they are 247 BPM, so really, really easy to miss on them.
Yeah, my biggest fear really is who's the more consistent team. Like what you mentioned, you did see the miss on Thailand's side, but that unfortunately was not enough because accuracy would have went to Thailand either way.
Yeah, but at this on a rice map like this, I don't think Thailand necessarily has an accuracy advantage anymore. It really is those LNs where Thailand shines in the accuracy department. Indonesia should be really strong on a map like this. But at the end of the day, you know, accuracies, I think these two teams are close enough so that one miss, if any team gets a single miss, then accuracies go out the window. It doesn't matter anymore.
Well, I do agree with that. And right now, we'll be seeing who is going to take it. But Albert and Ray are very consistent, but so are Pavin and how to play LN.
Yeah, we are seeing 3 swap-ins as well from these two teams, Pavin, AOM, and Albert. But oh, Ray finding an early miss.
This is the nerves I was talking about.
Yeah, bit of a lead there, but Ray is not the player that I would expect to come to an early miss like that.
This is pretty scary from Indonesia, considering that one miss, but luckily it was at the start and not at the middle of the map. But this lead is very big, at least for its start.
Yeah, but yeah, as you said, it is at the start of the map, so if Thailand do happen to get a miss somewhere in the middle of the map, then Indonesia will be able to take it back. They do have very solid accuracies. Adiza right now, topping the lobby with 99.89%. Accuracy is just not going to be enough, no matter how good Indonesia's accuracy is right now, because Thailand's accuracy, their lowest accuracy is 99.8, which is fantastic.
Yeah, wow, Thailand is so balanced right now. Indonesia's top 2 would actually beat the best in Thailand, which is both how to play LN and AOM. But Ray's miss, unfortunately, will be giving Thailand that lead that is absolutely needed.
Yeah, Ray's now actually brought the accuracy back up to 99.8, but Pavin finds a miss!
Oh wow, okay, that's going to offset it.
It's in the slightly less dense section where players maybe sometimes put their guard down, but that's going to give Indonesia all of the ability to come back now, already in their favor with the scores. The accuracy in their advantage now once again. But oh no! Adiza!
Oh man, that's heartbreaking.
Back and forth. Thailand now the ones that have to hold on to the advantage. Accuracy doesn't matter anymore, it's just these misses. And Adiza finding another miss. That's going to be it. That's the end of the map. Thailand taking the point.
Wow. Oh man, looking at the ratios, it looks like Indonesia had it, but those misses gave it away to Thailand.
Yeah, Indonesia definitely had the better ratio here. We can look at it pairwise. Ray with the best ratio in the lobby, 120 only, but with the miss early on. So unfortunate there for Indonesia. They're going to lose the first breakpoint. Thailand in a really good position now, 2-0 over Indonesia, and they still have the LN they want to go to if they want to. They still have the SV if they want to pick the SV as well.
It's true, but gotta be careful with those misses. Indonesia was the one that had the triple FC in Sludge, so I do think Thailand may have a disadvantage when it comes to consistency in LN.
We're going to see Formless Canvas coming in here. Another LN pick for Thailand. It's going to be a bit of a wackier pick. I mean, I guess Sludge is extremely wacky already, but this one not particularly falling under a strict category of releases or anything like that.
Regardless, it's still really difficult. Oh, Pavin is going to play LN. That's an interesting choice. Pavin is known to be a really good Rice player, but them playing LN is certainly a change.
Yeah, interesting to see, but I guess it just goes to show the depth of these rosters as well. Even when there are like specialized LN players like Banan that we saw earlier, still some of the other players, Pavin can clearly play LN very well if they're being subbed into a map like this.
Well, that's true, and regardless, Indonesia I think is gonna keep their... Wait a minute, no Alta Bekasi for Indonesia. That's another interesting thing to take note of.
Yeah, we're seeing Albert staying in for Indonesia.
And we're gonna wait till everyone is ready.
Yeah, we're getting into the map now. This is one Indonesia's going to want to take the breakpoint back as early as possible. Thailand are looking to try and secure 3-0. And I don't think those were misses.
That was fine. That was fine.
Imagine if
But
like 5 people just miss.
Nico aimbot's a real miss though, and that's the scary thing I was talking about with consistency a while ago.
Yeah, Miko aimbot, the player that you're expecting to basically top the lobby in maps like this, finding an early miss, that's going to be huge. For Indonesia, lead is in their favor, but the accuracies... Actually, the accuracies is fairly close, even with the miss. Miko aimbot's going to be able to bring the accuracy back up very quickly. Coming up to 99.7 to be able to tie Albert now. And actually, Thailand have the accuracy advantage because of how to play LN and Pavin. So this lead is shrinking. That miss was really early on the map, so it's possible for Thailand, just like the first map we saw, to be able to make back the difference in accuracy alone. And we can see Miku, 99.8 now already, climbing at an extreme rate. Oh, it's flickering. It's flickering back to Thailand.
Oh man, Albert is still in the 96% range, but never mind, Ray is gonna drop. That is really big for Thailand.
Yeah, it was already starting to flicker towards Thailand, but with that drop, seals the deal. Thailand now, such a massive lead here. There's a quarter of the map left. If there's any other misses, maybe it could flick back. But right now, these accuracies are looking dominant. Miku aimbot, despite the miss at the start, has now the highest accuracy in the entire lobby.
Wow, Thailand is just really balanced in general. So is Indonesia, but that one miss by Ray, unfortunately, is gonna give the bar.
Now, the worst accuracy on Thailand is better than the best accuracy on Indonesia. With one miss each, there's no way Indonesia can come back for this one. That is a really good team score. 2978 with one miss is crazy.
What?
0 200s.
Wait,
Wow.
0 200s. Oh my god.
0 200. If I assume that 100 was made at the same time as the miss. So if it wasn't for that choke kind of at the start of the map, that would have been a 3-way double S for Thailand.
That just goes to show how scary of a team Thailand is on the LNs. These ratios in general are just really good.
Yeah,
Indonesia,
even if Ray didn't miss, Miku aimbot's score beats out the entire Indonesian team, even with the miss. That's crazy.
I know, right? Like that would have been 15,000 points of the difference right now. Ray would have had to get like 996, I think, and that would have been a very tough task to take. So there will be a tactical timeout for Indonesia. I think that's badly needed right now if you're in that team.
Yeah, this is a lot of momentum right now for Thailand. 3-0, and it's Indonesia's pick as well. Indonesia needs to win the next pick. So they really have to make this next pick count. They're going to be discussing what they want to pick. The LNs, definitely not something that you would want to touch. I mean, Dawnwall is different. It is more of a density pick, so Indonesia would maybe fare a little bit better at that, but I would still say that Indonesia should go for the Rice picks, if anything. It's just which one do they want to go for?
I really think they should go for something like Streaming Heart. That pick is very chokeable, very mind blockable, and if you were to miss even once, it would be more punishing than something like, let's say, Free L Town.
That's true. It would definitely be Free L Town, very long map, so it wouldn't be quite as punishing. But then at the same time, you say the misses will matter more. Well, you have to make sure that Indonesia's comfortable making sure they don't miss as well. So they're going to need to pick something probably that they feel comfortable on next. They don't want to, maybe they don't want to risk too much again.
Yeah, risks are really good to take, but in this position you have to play it safe. You gotta try to get onto the board, get a point as soon as possible, stop the bleeding, etc.
Yeah, I would say normally if it was like a bit of a mismatch, if it was a better team against a worse team, then definitely you would have to take some risks to come back in it. But Indonesia, I have full confidence. Indonesia should be able to win some points just on their skill alone. So they just need to make sure to avoid the misses as much as possible. And they're going for Streaming Heart, as you said before.
This pick is really important. So you did mention momentum a while ago, right? The thing about momentum is it's very, very important because if you were to feel good in a match, you will absolutely perform well for the rest of the match. And if you were on the losing side, unfortunately, that would not be a good sign. However, the good thing is, as long as the team has not reached 6 points, it's not over yet.
Yeah, so the other thing to consider in this situation as well, it's 3-0 for Thailand, Indonesia's own pick here. Indonesia has to win this pick, and the Indonesian players are going to know it. They have a lot of pressure on them right now. In Thailand, they're just chilling. Thailand don't need to win this pick.
Well, that's true, because let's say if Thailand wins their picks and Indonesia wins their picks, ultimately Thailand is going to take it.
Yeah, but if Indonesia loses this one, Thailand go 4-0 up, and that's starting to become too much to ask to try and come back from in the match. So we're going to see the players swapping in. Miku Aimbot's going to be playing this one. We're going to get AOM and Haven. We did see Miku have a really, really good score on Guy Runs last week.
Honestly, I'm a little bit surprised to see Miku Aimbot in a pick like Screaming Heart. I was expecting someone like Konkawe even, or How to Play Oren. Because,
maybe we're still going to see one of those players.
Could we be seeing one of the players, or I think probably disconnect. Oh, How to Play Oren, alright.
Yeah, it looks like Indonesia is sticking with these 3 players once again. How to Play N was just practicing the map in the meantime.
See, well, again, I'm a little bit surprised to see Nico in bot, but accuracy-wise, definitely, I'm not surprised to see that. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, if you cannot keep those FCs, those accuracies will not matter as much.
Absolutely. This is one where miss is going to matter a huge amount as well, because even though, as you said before, there are a lot of one-hand trills, there's a lot of chokeability in this kind of map. I would say I would probably expect less misses than something like Rationalist that we saw before. So I think if one team does get a miss, I'm not sure if I would expect it to be traded by the other team.
Yeah, you really have to keep track of where you could be, because it does seem like Thailand gave the door to Indonesia a couple of times, but the Indonesian team unfortunately was not able to capitalize on those.
Oh man, these are some scary accuracies. All 6 players' lowest accuracy is 99.85. Oh, but Albert finds quite a big accuracy drop there, down to 99.7. I mean, that's not even that big, come on. 99.7 is still really high. That's not even a big accuracy drop.
Oh man. But like, what is this balance for the whole lobby is insane. We see 4 99.9s, by the way. The lowest AC is approaching 99.8. In fact, they're already in there.
And it's flickering back and forth. Most of the difference we can see is the difference between How to Play LN and Albert right now. Just a 0.05% difference. Rei, Miku Aimbot, Adiza, and AOM very consistent. Adiza dropping down a little bit now, 99.87. But it's not a huge
He's one on the trill.
Aimbot misses on the trill.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Consistency is key. If you were to miss on any of these parts, it would be punishing. And that is the door for Indonesia that I was talking about as well.
Yeah, those trills are actually really tricky, very easy to mess up, but Albert drops as well! That's a trade.
But I think it will favor Thailand because the accuracy advantage is a lot on Miku Aimbot's side.
Yeah, Miku still has extremely high accuracy. That was a really clean miss on the trill. 99.86. Albert now has to try and build the accuracy back up. Down at 99.78 and still building up to that 400 comment mark. Thailand have a little bit of a buffer now. Just a couple thousand points in the lead as we're getting into the last quarter of the map. This is the last section, but it's getting close. Albert's building the accuracy back up quite fast.
It's true. Any misses on this Korjak section will be the death of either team, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Can both of these teams hold on to that FC at the end? Or else it will seal the deal.
Oh, it's getting close. The accuracy's still building up for Albert. Accuracy's still building up for Adiza as well, but it might not be enough time. I think Thailand have got this. Just barely 1,000 points.
Oh man, what is that ratio from Miko Aimbot? 87!
7.
And 96 from Ray too.
That's why Miko's in for this map.
Yeah, that's why. Oh man. That was a very unfortunate way to lose a pick though.
Yeah, look at these scores in general though. Like, Miko Aimbot and Ray both with 2-digit 300s. And Ray getting the double S as well on top of that, almost 998k. But this is bad. This is a bad situation for Indonesia. They're playing so well. But 4-0 now for Thailand. And now they're picking the SV. They've left it up to this point now.
Yeah, Butterfly Twist.
Thailand still have Butterfly Twist and Dawnwall. Indonesia have to beat Thailand on either an SV or an LN map. That's going to be tough.
Luckily, after this pick, it's going to be Indonesia's choice. So anything after this, they cannot lose a pick. Absolutely not.
I mean, ideally, Indonesia would be able to take this pick right now, but the past scores from SV just look so much in Thailand's favor. We'll have to see. It's always a little bit up in the air when it comes to SV, which team has practiced more. But it's hard to imagine that Thailand are going to struggle too much. Maybe we do see a couple chokes. We've been seeing chokes throughout every map so far, so it's not impossible.
That's true. I mean, Konkawa and Banan coming into the Thailand side, I'm not surprised at all. How to play LN is going to be playing SV. Alright, that's an interesting choice. How to play LN usually does not play maps like this, so seeing him in this lobby is a nice surprise to see.
We're still waiting from 2 players from Indonesia. Maybe some of the players that we haven't seen. We've seen Razy in. That's the first time we've seen them in this match.
Can I just say, the biggest difference in this match has been 15,000 points.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of close ones so far.
So we see Razy on top of Kasi. I think we'll be seeing Retrorex or probably Ray even, but let's see.
Still waiting. Maybe they're trying to get a new play. Maybe it is RetroEX. Trying to get him into the, Wait a second. Is Banan typing no map in the chat? Does one of these players not have the map? That's slightly concerning for an SV map.
Let me see. Maybe there's some update that we're not aware of.
I feel like an update for an SV map would have a big announcement happen in the Discord channel.
Okay, it wasn't updated. It wasn't updated. No worries. We're safe. We're safe.
And we're still waiting. Indonesia's still waiting on their third player. We've just got incomplete silence here. No one has any idea who Indonesia's third player is. Maybe Indonesia themselves don't know.
Okay. I think. How about let's sub in.
It seems like it is going to be Ray.
All right. Looks like it's gonna be Ray. I have no clue what's happening.
Could be connection issues. Ray was just in the lobby. So they're definitely here.
All right, there we go. We have Ray. I think that's a full team now for Indonesia.
Okay, Ray and Ray Z. The similar name pairing coming here for Indonesia.
Yep. Oh, by the way, I just realized, but considering the time now, I think Romania versus the Netherlands is starting.
Yeah, actually, you're right. There is another match that is going to be starting now. Happen in the background. We'll switch to it once this match is over, of course.
So right now, all right.
Like there's a problem with loading the map, it seems. Interesting. Well, while that's sorting out, I'll just give the update. Romania versus Netherlands. Those are two teams in the losers bracket, so the loser is going to be eliminated, unfortunately. Bans have just come in. Romania is actually banning butterfly twists, so the more reading focused SV map, and Netherlands has banned Set the World on Fire, the speed map.
Not surprised seeing Netherlands ban that because Romania had a triple FC and asymmetry, and as a seed 25 or 26, I think, team, that's a really impressive score.
Yeah, that's actually really scary to have the triple FC on something like asymmetry, you're right.
Alright, I think they're ready, so here we go.
Okay, let's get into it now. This is Thailand's pick. So I assume Thailand are fairly confident on this one. We'll see how Indonesia performs on it themselves. Now this one, it's fairly fairly straightforward. I would say the SVs probably a lot of locations where it's easier to get some 200s here and there. But Ray actually finds an early miss. I was gonna say it's mostly the ending that I think a lot of people may struggle on.
I will not say which part I will find struggling on because I have a match tomorrow.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So do I.
But there's definitely some parts where players could struggle. I guess that's the best way to put it.
And it seems like Indonesia is struggling on the entire map so far. Ray onto Bekasi, dropping quite low, 96 and 97%. Ray Z still holding well, but Ray Z did actually have the miss earlier as well. While Thailand have the triple FC, this is a massive score lead. It's looking like a bit of a slaughter this map.
Yeah, Konkawa and Banan with that accuracy. And the lowest act in how to play LN is still higher than the best in Indonesia. And Indonesia has that miss too. From Ray's and also from Ray's end.
Yeah, how to play LN dropping a few more 200s there on that transition. But still above that 99%. And still has the full combo as well. And all... Actually, onto Bekasi still has a full combo for Indonesia, but it is a bit lower accuracy, 98% now.
Oh man. Triple FC still in Thailand. What are you doing?
Yeah, really solid full combos here. Konkawa with 99.68 is really impressive as well.
Yeah, this map is really difficult to act, and maintaining 99.4 to 99.6 is really good. In fact, Raise with the miss is actually such a good score, and onto Bekasi still with that FC, the lone one in Indonesia.
Yeah, I think without the miss, Raise might have pretty comparable accuracy to Banana and Konkawa.
Oh, Ray is gonna find a drop. Unfortunate, but that's just gonna extend the lead for Thailand even more.
And here we go, towards the end here, after we get to this part, there is going to be some faster SB, a bit of fast jam coming up, which I think a few players have already expressed that they struggle a little bit with it.
Man,
So far, everyone's doing pretty decent.
That's true. Onto Bekasi dropping some 200s, but unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna matter much anymore, as the lead from Thailand has increased by a huge margin. I think we'll see a triple full combo on the Thailand side.
Ray and Ray's getting tripped up by that sudden stop to the fast SV and those LNs there. But
Yeah.
it is going to be Thailand very comfortably picking that one up. That's a really good team score as well.
Indeed. What is that team score? Like, Triple FC alone is really good, but 399s. That is an amazing set of scores.
That is really good as well. Onto Bekasi actually with the FC as well on Indonesia's side. Quite a few 200s, but still the FC. So managed to pick that up in the end, which is good. Thailand, although unfortunately for Indonesia, Thailand now 5-0. Thailand are on match point, which is crazy. Indonesia definitely should be taking some of these Rise maps, but it's just barely not going in their favor. And it's going to be their last chance now. Indonesia have to win 5 in a row. They're going to pick Traveler here.
Right. This map, I think this map is really Rise heavy, so I understand them choosing this. However, in the whole match, I just noticed, but Indonesia's choked a lot. But so can Thailand choke. They do have the potential, but they have definitely been so consistent.
Yeah, this is definitely an extremely choke-heavy map in a few points. Some very, very fast kind of jacks slash bursts that happen. Very technical map overall.
We'll see. Oh, know how to play a LEN for this one. That's an interesting choice. But Indonesia's gonna keep their Rice roster. The Rice score has been really good in terms of accuracy, but just cannot hold on to the combo.
So yeah, we've got Albert, Adiza, and Ray back in. The same team that's been playing most of the maps for Indonesia here. And Aum and Pavin, alongside Miku Aimbot actually. Miku Aimbot in for a tech map. Not something that we've seen so far, I don't think.
I think that's gonna be an abort. Oh wait, no, it's not gonna be an abort. It does seem like Pavin is going to be playing, so no aborts, I guess.
It was just all syncing up. Now we're all into the map here, and very high accuracies to start it off.
Wait, Miku Aimbot start. I think I saw them holding like 100% for
That
quite a
was
while.
100. Yeah, that was 100 for a fair while. Even still, 99.98. 99.99? What?
Wait, oh my, is it just going up right now? Oh, but Adiza's gonna drop.
Adiza fighting a miss. Oh, not a very good time for a miss there. That's right after the 400 combo mark and Albert. Oh, Indonesia's not just struggling to hold on to these combos.
And
Thailand, they still have 99.97. Aum actually finds an miss, sorry. That's a really big one as well. That was a huge drop in accuracy from 99.9 all the way down to 99.6. And that's going to give Indonesia a little bit of a chance.
Well, that is true. It's not enough because we did see 2-1. And ultimately, though, the team that only missed once is going to benefit more.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, the accuracy lead's still in Thailand's favor, just slightly, it looks like. About even, and there is one miss, so Indonesia could, technically, they could come back if there's a miss right now, but it's going to have to be really soon, and there's only a little bit left in the map. There's going to have to be a really messy miss from Thailand if Indonesia wants to take this back. And here we are at the very end of the map. Albert finding another miss! That's not what Indonesia want. Miku Aimbot did find a pretty huge miss at the end, but it's just too late.
And wow, a 6-0. What is that ratio for Miku Aimbot?
Oh my god.
68. I think Thailand wins the ratio battle, so regardless of Indonesia had a triple FC, I think Thailand still takes this. Barely though.
Yeah, just barely. Thailand wins. Oh, but Thailand got more 200s, so I actually don't know. It would have been really close without any of those misses. But regardless, Thailand just winning in a pretty unexpected sweep here for me here. Thailand really showing that they are an extremely strong, extremely threatening team now in this tournament, and they're going to move on through the winners bracket. Indonesia, of course, they're still in the tournament. Even though they lost today, they're going to be put down to the losers bracket where they're going to have more chances to make a deep run